Welcome to the Awakening to Abundance podcast. I'm your host, Athena. This podcast is more than a podcast, it's a transformative journey designed to help you awaken to your abundance. For you to discover what living the fullness of life means to you. As always, we're jumping right in with today's episode. Welcome in, you guys. I am with you today from the Ritz-Carlton in Pentagon City, and I wanted to hop in here and answer some questions that are coming up and just allow you all to put in some more questions if you have them. But I do have a little list of questions as well that you have been asking that I wanted to just kind of come in here and riff on. So the first question is manifestation real or just mindset? And I can understand why you would have that question because a lot of you actually came and found me because you had been doing mindset work. And yet that wasn't all that you wanted. You knew that there was more and you were seeking something more. And so while yes, manifestation definitely has mindset because we are always working on our limiting beliefs and we are always looking at things that are holding us back, our mind chatter, our ego that tells us we can't manifest whatever. And we are looking at that and we are challenging it and we are moving beyond it. So, of course, there is a level of mindset. And every time you do that, it impacts your mindset, right? So when you get rid of a limiting belief, then you automatically change your mindset or your outlook on life. And mindset and outlook on life for me are kind of very similar and almost interchangeable. So absolutely, manifestation is real. And it also includes mindset. And it goes beyond mindset in that it is not just the mind that we're dealing with. It is everything else that is in manifestation, right? It's the feeling state in our body. It's the emotions that we feel around our desire that we're wanting to have manifested. It's bringing back into alignment and authenticity what we believe is available to us. It's connecting to that place inside of us that is already limitless. It is moving beyond what we ever thought was possible. It's opening our aperture for seeing further. It's being the energy of your desire manifested. It's acting as if it's you knowing that the manifestation is already yours. And these are energy, emotions, feelings. This all makes up your state of being in addition to your mind and what your mind is telling you and your mindset. So it's all of these things. So it's not or, it's and. Manifestation is real and it also includes mindset work. Okay, so how does manifestation work? And so I know that we've gone over some of the pillars involved in this. And so that is my signature way of expressing what manifestation is in very simple terms. And so I'll go over that again just briefly because there are lots of courses that go into this that I have available to you in more detail, in more depth. Okay. So the three pillars. The first pillar is what is it that you desire? What do you want to manifest? Being really clear on what that is for you and doing it from an authentic, aligned place and not what you think success looks like or what you've been told by other people what success looks like or what you should want. But really getting in touch with what is a desire that lights me up, that makes me really excited. That is not just a passing thing. So getting really clear on what it is and why you want it. And that's really the kicker, because if you can't easily explain why you want it, if the words don't tumble out of your mouth, if you're not singing a sonnet to it, then it's probably not really an authentic or aligned desire that you want manifested on. So, pillar two is training your brain to find evidence that the desire you want to manifest exists at all. Because our minds are sometimes our worst enemies, and will make up stories and tell you stories about how that doesn't even exist, or not a lot of people have this or do this or are this, or okay, maybe it exists, but like it's not in your sphere of influence. It's not reachable to you. You don't have any near connections that show you that it could be available to you. And so, really training your brain to see the evidence of the desire you want manifested in general in life. And you can play with this on a small level. Like you can play with the universe, play with your higher consciousness, God, your higher power, whatever you want to call it. And you can say, I want to start training my brain. I want to start seeing how this works. And so you can do it with something small. Like the other day when I was traveling on the East Coast here, I was in the Virginia Beach oceanfront area, and I love dolphins. I always have. And so I said, I want to see dolphins while I'm here. And I want to see as many dolphins as I possibly can see. I want to look out and just see dolphins. And pretty much every single day, I saw dolphins. And so, what does this do? What does this pillar teach us? It teaches us that A, it is available. B, it directs your mind to start actually looking for the evidence. And C, there's an intention to see, be, do, or have, whatever it is, this desire manifested. So you start to take the actions that align with that manifestation. Your brain starts to say, okay, well, if we're looking for evidence, then maybe it would be smart to do blank. Look outside the window every now and then to see the dolphins. And our minds are powerful things, and we're not ever trying to demonize them by any means. In fact, they are great soldiers, and you are the director. And so when you say, I want to see blank, it really does put the brain, and there's scientific proof to this, it does put the brain into a mode of essentially solving the problem. And so it automatically looks for evidence of solving that problem, which in this case is a problem. It's something that you want to manifest. So that's pillar two. And then pillar three is peeling back the layers of the onion that say that you personally can't have this manifestation, that you personally can't manifest. And so, to put that in a more concise way, pillar three is believing that you can have the desired manifestation. And so, a bunch of stuff comes up with this, right? Ton of limiting beliefs come up, and they all kind of fall into categories of lack, scarcity, fear, and feeling unworthy. And so, again, that is an overview of how I teach all this. And that's the basics of manifestation. And then there's also a 4-step method that I teach of noticing our limiting beliefs, seeing them as they come up. And they get really tricky when you start to do this work. And so it can be something that's not just an actual thought that comes into your head or some words that come into your head that say you can't do this, but it will be like procrastination, or you have this really good idea and or inspired action, and then your body all of a sudden feels sluggish and it's like, oh, maybe not today, or maybe that's not actually aligned or authentic. Tricky mind brain stuff. And so really being able to learn to look at that, and then from there drilling into the limiting beliefs, and then seeing how you can see things differently, how you can essentially eliminate that belief and then tell a different story, tell a different narrative, have a different thought, have a different belief. And thus, going back to the first question, change your mindset, change your outlook on life about manifesting this particular desire of yours. Whoever asked that question, come to me, message me, and we can get you into a class, a course that aligns with exactly what you're wanting to figure out with manifestation, or start with manifestation. And you talk about where you are and where you want to get to.
Thank you for listening to this podcast episode and being part of this community. I want to hear from you. Did something resonate with you in this episode? Are you experiencing awakenings or synchronicities in your life? Email me at podcast@abundancewithathena.com or DM me on Instagram at abundancewithathena and share with me your stories. And until next time, keep awakening to the abundance that's always within you.